The Tata Indica is a supermini car produced by the Indian manufacturer Tata Motors since 1998. It is the first passenger car from Tata Motors and it is also considered India's first indigenously developed passenger car. As of August 2008, more than 910,000 units were produced and the platform had spawned off close to 1.2 million vehicles. The annual sales of Indica has been as high as 144,690 units in 2006 07. As of July 2009, monthly sales of Indica were around 8,000 units. The models have also been exported to Europe, Africa and other countries since late in 2004. History: on December 30, 2000, Tata Motors introduced the most modern car ever to be designed by an Indian company, the Indica. Initially introduced with the caption "More car per car," the ad campaign focused on roomy interiors and affordability. Within a week of its unveiling in 1999, the company received 115,000 bookings. In 2 years, the Indica became the #1 car in its segment. Partly designed and developed by Tata Motors, it is a 5-door compact hatchback with a 1.4L petrol-diesel inline-4 engine designated as 475 deciliters internally. This is a homegrown engine which is derived from the engine used by Tata in their line of pickups and SUVs earlier, but with a reduced stroke. The original engine was designated as 483 deciliters which stood for 4-cylinder and 83 mm stroke. The Indica offered options such as air conditioning and electric windows, which were previously restricted to only upmarket imported cars in India. 3 years later, the Indica was exported to European markets for the first time, and from 2003, the Indica was badge-engineered and sold in the UK as the Rover City Rover. This vehicle ceased production in April 2005 when MG Rover went bankrupt, and did not resume production when new owners Nanjing Automobile launched its own versions of the MG Rover range in 2007. The outer body styling was designed by the Italian design house IDEA Institute, under contract from Tata Motors, with heavy interaction with Tata's in-house design team. The engine, however, was indigenous. First generation: when first launched, the Indica prompted many complaints from early purchasers, who claimed that the vehicle did not deliver horsepower and gas mileage as promised. In response to the customer complaints, Tata Motors re-engineered the internals of the car and launched it as Indica V2, which solved most of the complaints and emerged as one of the most sought-after cars in the Indian automobile industry. Later, it was again updated, now marketed as the refreshingly new Indica V2. This was followed by the next variant of Indica, current in early 2008. Called the Indica V2 Xeta Petrol, which delivers 70 picoseconds of power at a fuel efficiency of 14 km per litre under standard test conditions. In Indian city conditions, fuel economy can drop to about 10 km per litre. Since the V1 and V2, which were visually identical, Tata had applied styling updates to the Indica in 2004 and 2007. In India, 3 versions were available with different trim levels. Indica V2 a Euro 1.4L diesel in the DLE and DLS. Turbocharged option in the DLS. Turbocharged and intercooled DLG and DLX. DCOR engine offered in the DLS and DLG. Indica V2 petrol a Euro 1.4L petrol carbureted 1.4L petrol with Hitachi ECU, 1.2L and 1.4L petrol with Bosch ECU, 1.2L LPG, and Diab a Euro 1.4L naturally aspirated diesel, a low-price car with the same framework but fewer features and luxuries, aimed at cab and contract transport business fleets. It is popular among transport business people. Originally offered with 1.4L petrol and diesel engines, a turbocharged diesel engine was introduced in October 2005. A 1.2L petrol engine in November 2006, and a direct-injection common-rail diesel version of Indica V2 was launched in January 2008. It features 16 valves, double overhead camshafts, a variable geometry turbocharger, and an intercooler. The top-end GLG, GLX, DLG, DLX versions and the turbo and DCOR diesel engines, as well as the 1.4L petrol engines have been phased out with the introduction of the next-generation Indica Vista. The turbocharged engine was reintroduced in August 2010 as the Turbomax in the DLE and DLS trim levels in metros where BS4 norms were introduced. Later in March 2011, the Indica V2 was launched with a CR4 engine similar to the earlier D-Car engine with features like auto drive assist and clutch to start and claims a class-leading AI mileage of 25 km per litre. A compressed natural gas was launched in 2001. It is offered as an option through OEM Bedini kits offered by Sri Lanka Gas Services India on the Indica V2 XETA. Faced with numerous CNG-related complaints, Tata organised a systematic recall and retrofit of Bedini equipment which included a new improved lambda sensor electronic control unit, Bedini emulator, a new wiring harness approved and tested by both Tata and Automotive Research Association of India from 28 to May 31, 2007. With the new system, Tata aims to improve gas delivery and performance. In its home market, the Indica offers good interior capacity and competes with the Maruti Suzuki Swift, Maruti Wagon-R, Maruti Alto, the Hyundai Santro, and the Fiat Palio. The diesel versions, however, have little or no competition since few diesel cars exist in the Indica's price bracket. The slightly higher than average net weight makes for a slightly more comfortable ride compared to lighter cars. Fit and finish continue to be criticized compared to offerings from Fiat and Maruti. In the UK, a badge-engineered version was imported by the MG Rover Group and sold as the Rover City Rover. Other popular foreign markets include South Africa where the Indica and the Indiab models are sold. The Indica platform spawned a number of variants, including the Tata Indigo 3-box saloon which includes the shorter Indigo CS, long wheelbase XL, and the Indigo Marina Estate. This range of accessories was available for the Indica. Second generation. The Indica Vista was unveiled at the 9th Auto Expo in New Delhi. The Indica Vista is not a facelift of the Indica. It is built on a completely new platform and shares nothing with the existing Indica. This new version is bigger than the previous Indica. It is 3,795 mm long with a wheelbase of 2,470 mm. The Indica Vista has two new Fiat engines, a 1.3L quadrajet common rail direct injection diesel and a 1.2L Sapphire MPFI VVT petrol engine. The 1.4L TDI was available until April 2010, but was discontinued as it did not meet the Bharat Stage 4 emission norms. The quadrajet is produced in Ranjangan by the Tata Fiat joint venture. The Indica Vista, previously rumoured to be named the Indica V3, was launched in August 2008. Subsequently, a 1.4L, 90 picoseconds petrol variant was also launched. The Vista 1.2L petrol version, also known as Sapphire, is criticised for its low mileage which can range from 5 to 9 km LTR of petrol within the city. Specifications Indica Vista EV Electric versions of the Indica Vista by the name Indica Vista EV was scheduled for launch in India in 2011. The electric vehicle will be based on the Indica Vista. Once charged, the car can travel up to 200 km on its full electric motor. The car has started rollout in the last quarter of 2008 and in Spain in August 15, 2010. The car is powered by a 55 kW permanent magnet electric motor and a 26.5 kWh lithium polymer battery. The company has indicated that the electric Indica would be launched locally in India in about 2010, without disclosing the price. The vehicle would be launched in Norway in 2009 and also would go on sale in continental Europe and the UK. In 2009, the UK's government has announced a £10 million loan to Tata to support the manufacturing of electric vehicles in the UK. Tata Motors UK subsidiary, Tata Motors European Technical Centre, has bought a 50.3% holding in electric vehicle technology firm Mildred Grenland Innovation of Norway for $1.93 million, which specializes in the development of innovative solutions for electric vehicles, and plans to launch the electric Indica hatchback in Europe in 2010. Electrovaya is partnering with Tata Motors and Mildred Grenland in Avogen to manufacture batteries and electric cars using Electrovaya Euro 1 registered trademark S lithium-ion superpolymer battery technology. The Indica Vista EV has a 200 km range on a full charge and a top speed of 105 km per hour. With 0 to 60 km per hour in less than 10 seconds. To achieve this, TM4 Electrodynamic Systems provided its efficient Motive Series electric motor. The Tata Indica Vista EVX was withdrawn from the Progressive Insurance Automotive X Prize, in the third round of 4. Tata Motors began production of 25 units for field testing purposes at its UK assembly plant in Coventry in April 2011. These models were allocated to the cabled trial that began in the West Midlands in April 2011. The market launch in the UK was scheduled for mid-2011 but it was postponed in May 2012. The field testing will continue with Tata employees. The Indica Vista EV was expected to be priced at £29,000 before the £5,000 plug-in car grant. The Indica Vista EV range is 110 miles. The price is under €30,000 in Spain. Indica Vista Concept S a design study to highlight its design skills. The Indica Vista Concept S was displayed by Tata at the 2010 Delhi Auto Expo. Indica Vista Quadrajet Tata Motors India has increased the engine lineup of Vista, an all-new variant christened as Quadrajet 90 has been introduced. The Tata Indica Quadrajet 90 VX is tagged at Rs 6.03 lakh and the Quadrajet 90 ZX Rs 6.63 lakh. Quadrajet 90 engine is an 88 bhp 1.3L diesel engine which also does duty on Fiat Punto 90 horsepower Sport and the Vanza Saloon. The engine has been introduced in 2 variants, VX and ZX. The new features introduced in the VX hatch are power windows, central locking, ABS with EBD and trip computer and features like alloy wheels and dual airbags are adds-on with the VX features on the ZX hatch. Indica Vista D90 The Vista D90 is the most powerful Vista to date and is powered by Fiat-sourced 1.3-litre multi-jet engine that belts out the maximum power of 90 picoseconds. The car has been launched in 2 variants named Indica Vista D90 VX and D90 ZX Plus at a price of Rs 5.99 lakh and Rs 6.83 lakh respectively. Vista D90 VX The Vista D90 VX is the low-end variant out of these 2 and comes equipped with electric ORVMs, front and rear fog lamps, intelligent rear wiper, anti-lock brakes with electronic brake force distribution, front and rear power outlets, a double-DIN stereo with USB and Bluetooth connectivity, dual-tone interiors, fabric seat covers, a driver-aligned instrument cluster, a driver information system with average fuel consumption and distance to empty display and a 2-way adjustable lumbar support for the driver. Vista D90 ZX Plus, it is the new top-of-the-line variant of the Vista and features a new touchscreen infotainment system with satellite navigation, the new driver information system that gets a temperature gauge, an automatic climate control system, front airbags, follow me home headlamps, an LED stop lamp, one-touch function for the driver's power window and alloy wheels besides the features offered on Vista D90 VX. Upcoming variants of Vista D90, Vista D90 Extreme Concept D90 Vista. With the launch of the Vista D90 Tata also unveiled a new Vista-based crossover concept called Vista D90 Extreme. It will be powered by the similar 1.3 multi-jet engine, tuned for more power that is 115 picoseconds. The engine has been tweaked by Abarth and Tata engineers together. The car also features some designing changes like it has a raised suspension of 25 mm in order to extend its off-roading capabilities. The car also features number of cosmetic changes like a tailgate-mounted spare wheel, black cladding running through the body, roof rails, flared wheel arches and larger, 16-inch alloy wheels. Concept car. During India's 2006 Auto Expo in New Delhi, Tata unveiled the Indica Silhouette concept car, a radical, high-performance Indica featuring rear-wheel drive, extensive bodywork, and a 3.5-litre 330 horsepower V6. The car is capable of accelerating from 0 to 100 km per hour in 4.5 seconds, and maxes out at 270 km per hour. The Silhouette is currently only a concept vehicle, and is completely different from the standard Indica. Rally version, a homologated 1500cc 115 bhp Indica with sporting suspension and capable of 180 km per hour was prepared jointly by Tata Motors and J&A of JM Automotives. See also, Tata Indigo, City Rover, Tata Bolt, Tata Zest. References. External links, Tata Indica Vista official site, Indica official website.